Bonjour à tout le monde, it's Fabien Roussel and welcome back to another episode of Red Talks. Today, I am joined by Karl Marx, Oscar Nimier, and Colonel Fabien, and we will be discussing our shared ideology, communism. Sit back, relax, and prepare to hear the discourse between the three different centuries.
Hi everyone, I'm Karl Marx and I'm happy to be here. Although I should be resting peacefully at my grave in London, it's beautiful to see how my manifesto survived over the course of the years.
Likewise, however, this studio does not compare in the slightest to the beauty of Espace Niemeyer, or how the kids are calling it these days, the communist headquarters. Excuse my manners, I'm Oscar Niemeyer.
Oscar, what does beauty appearance have to do with communism when you could be fighting and dedicating your life to the cause? It's Colonel Fabien, by the way.
Okay, let us stop that there and rather delve into a first topic. Now, as you all may know, I have stated numerous times that to be truly left means that no one can sit lazily at home and rely on the government to provide everything. No, work gives human dignity and purpose, and that is the true formula of life.
Now that is simply absurd. How is one able to live with dignity under constant exploitation? Work means capitalism, and capitalism means selling your life away to the wealthy while you starve.
Well then, how are we ever meant to progress as a society if our population is living day to day of subsidies?
Comrades, you are not truly focusing on the most significant part of this all. Solidarity. Need I remind you that I designed the Espace Niemeyer completely free of charge out of my love and dedication to our ideology?
Yes, we are all aware of that, as if you do not let us know every chance you get. Cleverly, you forget to mention how the construction of it was still utilizing capital and reliant on others to create your vision for you. And of course, you had to have your name nestled into the building's title.
Well, going back to the original point, I guess Fabien Roussel does make a point that we still need to contribute as a society towards progression.
You know, in my days, we did not blink an eye, asking, what will the government pay us? When will we get paid? No. We dedicated our lives. I died for the cause. Who else can say that? We simply believe that the future in France deserves better.
You know what? Why don't we actually swivel back to the Espace Niemeyer? As beautifully brutalist as the building is, it has completely drifted from the point. None of the general public has been able to enter it except for 2 days in a year. So much for uplifting the public. If anything, the grandiose scale of it is calling to the elitist. No proletariat focus in sight.
You know what? You're right. Let's blow the place to the ground. It's time for another revolution.
Comrades, this is my building you are talking about.
See? Notice how he says my? He is clearly obsessed with the materiality of it.
If you let me finish, I was just about to say, the building stands as a place of fortitude for all, for public to look at it and be inspired to change and to create a better future for France. It is a place where workers can be reminded of to fight.
Yeah, I happen to like the communist headquarters, and I completely agree with Oscar. Why do you think my party would hold meetings there?
You're missing the point. Why is the public not allowed to enter? There is quite literally a fence built around the place. Don't even get me started on how the building can be rented by people like Kanye West.
Need I remind you that our goal remains the same, to uplift the workers. We aim to raise the minimum wage from 1,400 to 1,600 euros net. Invest colossal amounts of money towards improving the public transportation and reducing working hours. This is how we uplift proletarial, not mindless things such as entry to a building.
He has got a point. There are more significant changes that they are contributing towards.
But where is the emphasis placed on the highlights of my manifesto? The abolition of private property, the collectivization of the means of production. How is one able to claim that they are communist when these are not even addressed? From where I stand, You seem to be nothing but a white bourgeois appropriating leftist ideologies.
Now that is quite an accusation.
Not an accusation, simply a conclusion based on pure facts.
That is not fair. We work every day.
Work? You sit in meetings discussing who knows what. Being a politician is already inherently anti-communist. Don't you realize that? Communism was built through shared struggle. People taking power, not sitting mindlessly waiting for something to happen.
You know what? In that sense, I agree with you. I did not come all this way from Brazil, fleeing military dictatorship to Paris, and design this building for free, just for it to be watered down version of our ideals.
I will not sit here and be insulted by a man who hasn't had to navigate the complexities of modern France. You all speak of theory and manifestos as if they put bread on the table. Communism today must adapt, evolve, and not stay stuck in the past.
Adapt into what? A brand? A political costume worn to seem noble while defending private enterprise?
No! Into something real, tangible, something that people can live, eat, breathe. You talk about abolishing private property. I speak about putting a proper meal on every plate. The worker doesn't dream of collectivizing the means of production at midnight. He dreams of a red glass of red wine and a roast chicken at 7 o'clock.
You're out of your mind, Fabien.
Out of my mind? My friend, I am the only one in my mind. I speak to the heart of the French people. When I speak of work, I speak of honor. It is not laziness or curfew. It is France.
So the revolution begins in the kitchen now.
Why not? At least there, people actually listen.
I think we are losing the plot here.
No, Oscar, I think what's lost is your tower of concrete idealism. You build your perfect spires and domes, yet forget the people who walk past them, unable to even enter the building. You've built a monument, not a movement.
Wow. The building is for everyone.
Everyone with an invitation.
He's got you there.
Well, that's not fair. We can't have everyone in the building constantly entering and exiting.
You see? All you talk about the people, but don't know them. You theorize, you draft, you design. Meanwhile, I go to markets, shake hands, speak to bakers and workers, smell roasted coffee, taste the cheese, and live among them. I embody the worker spirit.
If anything, you embody the contradictions of capitalism wrapped in a socialist rhetoric.
Aha! There it is, the purist curse. You'd rather be ideologically perfect than starving, and starving than practical and fed.
And you'd rather eat your revolution with a side of hypocrisy.
Enough! I do not need to be sculpted by ghosts. You can stay here discussing philosophy until the air grows stale. I have a lunch meeting with the Butcher's Union. Good day to you all.
Well, that was something.
A politician's tantrum disguised as passion.
He always speaks it like that. In interviews too.
He's not a revolutionary. He's a brand ambassador with a fork.
A gourmand of the bourgeois. He defends dignity through work while feeding the machine that robs it.
Still, I can't help but feel sorry for him. He's a man trapped between ideology and reality, playing both sides to appeal to the masses.
Sympathy is wasted on hypocrites.
Maybe, but hearing him speak like that makes me question my own work. I built the Espace Niemeyer, believing it would be a home for unity, a sanctuary for workers' voices, and yet, look at it now, closed off, polished, fenced.
Yes, a cathedral of the left, with locked doors.
It's ironic, isn't it? The people it was built for can't even step inside. They stand outside looking at the concrete dome, wondering if it's a bank or a bunker.
I thought it would be a place of light, curves, openness, a space where ideas could breathe. I designed it for movement, for dialogue, not to become a shrine for bureaucrats.
The tragedy of art under capitalism. Even the most noble creation becomes property.
It's not even art anymore. It's a backdrop for press conferences and photo ops. The revolution reduced to interior design.
I see pictures of it being rented for events, fashion shows, commercial shoots. Sometimes I think my work has been turned into a stage set for people who have no idea what it stands for.
That's the fate of all symbols. The system eats them alive and sells the crumbs as nostalgia.
I fought for an ideal, bled for it, died for it, and now they rent the memory of it by the hour.
You're harsh, but you're not wrong.
No one truly is. Not here. The entire ideology has been watered down. A cocktail of red rhetoric with a capitalist twist.
And he, that man, talks about the dignity of work while profiting from speeches about struggle.
And yet, something is haunting in his sincerity. He believes what he says, at least in his own way.
Sincerity is no substitute for truth. History doesn't care about how genuine you sound, it cares about what you do.
And what he does is talk.
Talk in the building that I made for the people, not the politicians. Every time I see the gates closed, I feel the weight in my chest. This concrete feels heavier.
The structure has become a metaphor for the movement itself. Strong, beautiful, and hollow inside.
You know, maybe he was right about one thing. The people aren't reading Das Kapital. They're just trying to live.
And whose fault is that? Ours, perhaps? We dreamt of revolution, but not of education.
And when the dreams fade, the building remains, a monument to what could have been.
So what now? Another manifesto? Another design? Another martyr?
No, just silence for a while. Let the ideals breathe again before someone tries to brand them.
Silence, yes. Maybe that's what the people need. To stand in front of the Espace Niemeyer and wonder, what was this built for?
And when they ask, maybe that's when the revolution starts again.
Or ends forever.
Let's just hope it starts.